never letting go or taking advantage of opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like, opportunity don't knock on everybody's door. Like, this is real life for me. We blessed enough to be doing like creative stuff and having opportunities thrown our direction like on a daily basis. And then there's people, you know, who just lost a family member today, or who are probably sick in bed, dying, or who don't have money to pay for something simple as bread, you know, to feed their kids. And that's the norm. And that's not the norm here, but in the countries that we from, like, you know, Africa and Latino countries and stuff like that, like, that's the norm, you know, people not having food for their family and stuff, and all types of stuff. So I look at it like, if we get an opportunity to change our lives, that's an opportunity to probably change another 10 right behind us, you know what I'm saying? So it's never time or space for us to look over or look past the opportunity. We got to look at every opportunity as a blessing, you know what I'm saying? So that's what my mother taught me. For me, like, and I'm not just talking about opportunity like signing a deal or running into a famous person and getting on their team or something like that. You know, opportunity is something as simple as meeting somebody genuine who can get you from point A to point B, just so if you reciprocating genuine energy, you know what I'm saying? So that's all it's about for me, is just, you know, making sure you know that everything you do is with purpose, and that, you know, when opportunity strikes, you got to seize the day for real. Because, like I said, like you said, it was given to us, like for people like us whose parents were born elsewhere, and then we had the chance to be born here. You know, that's the opportunity alone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't have to fight and claw for our rights. You know what I'm saying? We get Medicare, all of this stuff, benefits and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, our parents didn't get that. So I feel like, honestly, well, I've always been one of those people who feel like I personally don't need college, and I feel like it's honestly situational, depending on the person. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, for me, I feel like a person who going to college, like, will gain more just building a network in that community and building a name and opportunities for themselves around that community of college students, rather than going to college just to learn and take that degree and get a job. You get what I'm saying? Because the majority of people that I know that flourished out of college were people who, yeah, they got their degree and they had good grades, but they also networked and have a really strong relationship with people who are, you know, in those type of backgrounds, which will, you know, kind of help them get to where they need to go. So it's like, I look at it like college is just like any other investment. You get what I'm saying? If you're gonna make music and you say you're gonna be a rapper and you're gonna spend money for studio time, you better make sure that your flow is there. You better make sure your cadence is in pocket. You better make sure that, you get what I'm saying? It's just like any other investment. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're playing basketball and you're gonna pay for a trainer, or you're gonna go to practice every morning at 7 a.m. and break your back, you gotta make sure your time is being invested properly. So with college, it's the same thing. You know, I feel like with COVID, there are, you know, there's a lot of back and forth with whether or not people should be paying a certain amount or this. But honestly, COVID or not, I feel like college is an investment that you have to be ready to make yourself. Like, and that took a lot of time for me to realize, being that I'm an African American, like, you know, a young African American person who was the first person in my family to go to college. Like, I was the first person in my mother's side of the family to ever go to college, like in the U.S. at least, because my mother has 13 siblings. I have some siblings in Europe who also went to college, and they were the first to go to college in Europe. But I'm the first person in my family to go to a college in the U.S. And I went to Iona College for 2 years. And I hated it, personally. I hated college, but not because of the school or the grades or anything. It's just because I knew that that's not where I needed to be. And I knew that I was being taxed for being there. You know what I'm saying? So I ultimately came to the conversation with my mother, telling her, you know, I'm making music, I'm hustling, I'm doing this. Like, right now, I want to make money. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get charged to be somewhere where I'm not going to make money down the line. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not focused here, I might not be focused at the job that I'm going to end up getting, and I'm be working there to pay off this shit. So I look at it like, it's not a trap, but you can easily trap yourself if you're not aware of what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So for those out there who are thinking about going to college or who are on the fence, I would just say, think of it as an investment, and you got to look at it like, at the end of the day, you have to pay this stuff back. And not only do you have to pay it back, you know, you got to look at it like a flip. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it worth it to go to school and pay X amount of dollars if you're only going to make this X amount? You know what I'm saying? You got to really invest in yourself and know who you're around, what you're doing. And, you know, we could talk about this for days. I feel strongly about college. That's why I got so much to say to me. But I'm going to just say the same thing I said last time in our interview. Everybody be yourself. Because that right there is the blueprint of life. Be yourself, write your own book.